In the village of Oganwo, a child was born under the full moon, his cries echoing through the land like the call of an ancestral spirit. His mother named him Obadele, meaning the king has come home. From his earliest years, it was clear that he was no ordinary child. He dreamt of things before they happened. When he was 10, he saw a great flood in his sleep. His father, trusting his son's words, moved their household to higher ground. Days later, the river overflowed its banks, swallowing homes and livestock, but Obadele's family remained untouched. When a group of warriors planned a raid on Oganwo, Obadele dreamt of their ambush. He woke screaming, alerting the village. The warriors were caught before they could strike. With each dream, his legend grew. "The gods speak through the boy," the villagers said in hushed, reverent tones. By the time he reached manhood, Obadele was no longer just a boy with dreams. He was a seer, a prophet, a man whose every word was considered divine. The people built a great shrine for him, called the House of Dreams, where they gathered to hear his visions. But power is a fire that consumes even the purest of souls. At first, he dreamt freely, saving lives without asking for anything in return. But soon he realized the weight his words carried. "Why should I give my gift away for nothing?" he thought. And so, the boy who once dreamt of salvation became the man who demanded payment for the future. "I had a dream about you," he would tell villagers. "But dreams are sacred. If you value your life, you must offer something in return." People, desperate to know their fates, paid whatever he asked. He became rich. But greed knows no bounds. When there were no dreams, he invented them. He told barren women they would bear sons, promised farmers abundant harvests, and assured warriors of victory. Even if the gods showed him nothing, he claimed otherwise. His deception spread like roots of a poisoned tree. Women who pleased his eye were taken as wives. Their fathers, powerless before his influence, dared not resist. Men who refused to pay for their prophecies were cursed with made-up visions of doom. His wealth multiplied, and he became the most powerful man in Oganwo. But the gods had seen enough. One night, as he lay on his grand mat, wrapped in the finest animal skins, the gods took their gift away. For the first time in his life, Obadele did not dream. Yet, he did not stop. He continued lying, weaving false prophecies to keep the people under his control. And for a time, his deceit held firm, until she came. From the neighbouring village of Isokan, a woman named Ose arrived in Oganfo. She came under the guise of a traveller, a woman seeking the great dreamer's blessing. But she did not come for blessings. She came for revenge. Years ago, Obadele had stolen her sister Nkem, promising her a life of fortune, only to make her another prisoner in his house of wives. The girl had withered away, dying from grief, and her family had been too afraid to fight back. Ose had not forgotten. She had spent years preparing, learning the forgotten rituals, the magic hidden in shadows. Obadele, upon seeing her, was instantly drawn to her beauty. He desired her at once. "Stay," he told her, "the gods have sent you to be my wife." She smiled. "As you wish, great dreamer." And so she became his wife. But Obadele did not know that she had come armed, not with weapons, but with a curse. On their wedding night, Ose laid beside Obadele, whispering words in a language long forgotten. As he held her, a great force gripped him, cold and unnatural. Darkness flooded his mind. For the first time in his life, Obadele dreamt. But these were no ordinary dreams. He saw his body rotting, his flesh peeling like the bark of a dying tree. He saw spirits laughing at him, whispering his name in mockery. He saw himself wandering the earth, mad, filthy, cursed. He screamed. The visions did not stop. They came in endless waves, drowning him in terror. He clawed at his face, his voice rising in wild, incoherent wails. He staggered out of his house, naked, ranting like a lunatic. At first, the villagers thought it was a divine trance, until the complaints came. A woman he had promised a male child gave birth to a girl. A farmer he had assured of a bountiful harvest lost his crops to disease. A sick elder he had foretold healing for died in agony. A great warrior he had promised victory returned home crippled and defeated. Whispers spread. Obadele is a fraud. He has no visions. No wonder the gods struck him mad. The people gathered in horror. His wives fled. His shrine was abandoned. His wealth was seized. His followers, once devoted, now chased him through the streets, pelting him with stones and curses. Ose stood in the shadows, watching as justice unfolded. She did not need to lift a blade. The gods had done it for her. Obadele, the greatest liar Ogunwo had ever known, became the very thing he had once feared. A man trapped in a nightmare he could never wake from. Some say he wandered the forests, raving, feeding on roots like a wild beast. Others say he ran until he collapsed, never to rise again. But no one, not even the gods, had mercy on him. His name became a warning, a curse whispered in the wind. For the people of Ogunwo now knew, a man may deceive the people, but he can never deceive the gods. And when the gods take back their gifts, they do not take them gently.